What is good, y'all? It's your girl Queen B coming to y'all with yet another reaction, y'all. We are days away from the big day. That is the Trump rally he got going on the day before the inauguration. And now the inauguration, y'all. All of that. Okay? And me and my hubby, you know, we about to start packing our little stuff up because we about to hit the road in a minute. And just came across videos going viral that now the inauguration will no longer be outside, y'all. It is going to be inside. Thank God, because I was looking at DC weather like, woo, baby, there's some different type of weather here. 11? As low as it can get, as low as 11. See, Georgia weather, you know what I'm saying, y'all, it get cold down here, but it don't get that cold. That's a different type of cold. Do you hear me? Georgia start feeling like that. Who messing with our weather? Because baby, we drop, but we don't drop that low. So with that being said, I'm just so excited now that it's going to be moved in the inside, y'all. Definitely will be taking safety procedures as we, you know, not only travel on the road, but, you know, being aware of our surroundings and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always quiet before the storm. But I'm praying that it's a smooth transition. Everything goes well. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to get a lot of content out there, y'all. So be making sure y'all be checking out the community tab, YouTube family, because that's where I'll be posting like the videos and pictures and things like that. Just keep y'all informed of what is going on. Y'all know it's going down in your girl's history. This is something I could put in my history book, okay? Your girl done been to 2 Trump rallies and then the inauguration. Come on. It can't get no better than that. And I've never been to D.C., so this will be the first time for everything, except for the Trump rally. It'll be my second time now. Ha! Okay, y'all, I'm finna shut up. We finna get into this Benny Johnson reaction. Shock. Massive change to Trump's inauguration due to assassination attempt. This changes everything. Let's dive into the video, y'all.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald J. Trump, do solemnly swear.
What's up, guys? It's Benny. Everyone was waiting for this to happen again. This is President Trump walking out to a absolute sea of people. Everyone and everybody who was there was there. Look at this, 2016. And President Trump has only gotten more popular. Look at as far back as the eye can see. The people there in the stands as Donald Trump takes the stage and is welcomed. You got the Obamas there, you got the Clintons, everyone's clapping. And you can see people all the way down the mall, way off into the distance, to the base of the Washington Monument. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire shot would have been filled to the brim. Hundreds of thousands of MAGA faithful and America First traveling to Washington, D.C. right now, and I know many of them. We ourselves have tickets to the inauguration, and good ones at that, but sadly,
Okay, Benny.
it won't be happening. Not the inauguration. The inauguration will happen. Donald Trump will be sworn in as president, of course, obviously. But this moment will no longer be happening. And there are some dark forces about, and we want to talk about them today, you know, in all honesty. Some very smart people are telling us that it's not just the weather, but let's start with that. Trump's inauguration moved indoors due to weather. Trump is expected to be sworn inside of the Capitol Rotunda. This is what it looks like outside of the Capitol building right now. You obviously see people in cold weather gear. And it is very cold in D.C. It is expected to be around 10 degrees when Donald Trump is sworn in. But the decision has been made by President Trump to move the inauguration indoors on Monday due to freezing weather. Trump said he'll be sworn in and deliver the inauguration address inside of the Capitol Rotunda. Various dignitaries and guests will be brought into the Capitol. Trump wrote on Truth Social, it will be a very beautiful experience for all, especially large TV audience. Here's the post with Donald Trump posting the cold weather chills, noting that in Washington, D.C., you're going to be seeing sub-zero temperatures, which is very rare for Washington, D.C. And a city that can barely keep it together as it is, will not be able to manage hundreds of thousands of people falling over or having emergencies because they've gotten frozen. I mean, I get that. I see that. But there's something else going on here. I'm telling you, I'm convinced of it. We've been covering this. Here we go. January 20th can't come fast enough. And even though that initially opposed victory of President Donald Trump and Trump administration, I just want it to happen. It's my obligation to protect the people of our country. But before we even begin, we have to think about the inauguration itself. The weather forecast for Washington, D.C. is with a wind chill factor. It could take temperatures in the severe lows There are Arctic blasts sweeping the country, and I don't want to see people hurt, injured, or in any way dangerous conditions. Tens of thousands of law enforcement, first responders, canines, horses, and hundreds of thousands of supporters will be outside. In any event, if you decide to come, dress warmly. I have ordered the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and speeches, be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda and was used by Ronald Reagan in 1985, also because of very cold weather. The various dignitaries and guests will be brought into the Capitol building and will be a very beautiful experience for all and a TV audience. We will open Capital One Arena. This is the sports arena in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Monday for live viewing of this historic event and to host the presidential parade. I will join the crowd at Capital One after my swearing in. So they're going to host the presidential parade inside of Capital One Arena. Okay.
It's okay.
All other events will remain the same, including the victory rally and 3 other inaugural balls on Monday evening. Be safe. Make America great again.
So y'all doing it
Okay.
big. Trump doing it big.
Everybody's saying something's wrong here. And not that it's not going to be cold. It is going to be cold. Here's the weather in Washington, D.C. It is expected around inauguration time right here to be in definitely below freezing, right? In the 20s. Some are saying it could dip down to like 10 degrees. So it is expected to be cold. But it's individuals like Marjorie Taylor Greene and Dan Bongino who are saying, no, there's something else afoot here. And they're glad that Trump is doing this, by the way. I've personally attended countless rallies where President Trump spoke in extreme weather conditions, from cold to rain to heat. Is there a security threat other than extreme cold temperatures? Not only for him, but for the people. Dan Bongino. Great decision to move the swearing-in ceremonies indoors. Creates a lot of difficulties for bad actors. Doesn't solve all of the challenges, but will knock down some of the worst deficiencies. Dan Bongino, a former Secret Service agent, of course, who has been going on and on about the threats to an outdoor inauguration for Donald Trump. And what has he been talking about? Well, he's been talking about the malign actors, some of which have tried to assassinate Donald Trump just this last week. This last week, 2 people were apprehended at the U.S. Capitol while Donald Trump was there. One of them had a machete and 3 other knives on his person. And another had a car that he was trying to light on fire. He's trying to explode his own car. He's trying to blow up his own gas tank while the motorcade drives by. Dan Bongino has been talking specifically about drones, the largest drone maker in the world, a company called DJI, Chinese company, just stopped all geofencing around government buildings. There were drones flying over the White House the other day, drones flying all over New Jersey. Drones could fly right into the U.S. Capitol.
All of a sudden.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dan Bongino is saying, this is terrifying, and I'm worried about a suicide drone attack that could kill a lot of people at Trump's inauguration.
I've been warning you about the threat to the inauguration through drones. I've got a lot of sources that have been feeding me information. I am absolutely unconvinced that the Secret Service has a bulletproof, pun absolutely intended, plan for a swarm drone attack in or around the inauguration. I'm not telling you they don't. I'm not telling you they do. I'm just telling you what sources are telling me that they're not confident. Is it safe or not safe? That's a question on the margin. Okay? I'm not sure. I'm just telling you I'm concerned. I really wish people would have reached out. The Biden administration, of course, can't stand me. They have zero interest in anyone with any expertise in this taking an unbiased look at it because they just don't care. But here we go. Zero Hedge. Chinese drone firm DJI eliminates the automatic no-fly zones 1 week before Trump's inauguration. Oh, my gosh. What a coincidence. The judges ruled that is an amazing coincidence. What does that mean? Folks, for those of you who operate drones in these FAA-restricted areas, there were certain built-in automated features which made it extremely difficult for you to fly that drone into an area the FAA says don't fly there, i.e. like over the inauguration. Well, this Chinese firm, can you throw that up again? DJI, which makes a extraordinary number of parts and drones themselves, just conveniently was like, we're going to dump the automatic feature. Now it's just going to be like a warning, and the drone operator will get like a warning, like, don't fly there. And as you know, right, Justin?
So Dan Bongino has been, again, this is just one clip of dozens of clips where Dan Bongino's like, drone attack U.S. Capitol, drone attack U.S. Capitol, drone attack on Donald Trump while he's being inaugurated. We don't have the technology to stop hundreds, thousands of drones flying directly at the U.S. Capitol. We just don't have it.
Dang.
And so if malign actors wanted to do that, then that would be an easy way to potentially harm lots of people, kill lots of people, kill Donald Trump. You know, Xi Jinping, the Chinese president, declined Donald Trump's offer to attend the inauguration, saying, and I quote, "It's too risky." So is this why Donald Trump moved the inauguration indoors? Obviously, we're not calling him a liar. Certainly, when you have large crowds in Washington, D.C., and there's extreme weather, I've been at so many Trump events where somebody faints, and you have to pause the event. The individual faints. Multiple people faint because it's hot outside. It's raining. Donald Trump finished a speech in hurricane-style winds and rains. There's something else going on here, man. Check out this report from CBS today. Ahead of President Trump's inauguration, Department of Energy helicopters are conducting scans over Washington, D.C. for nuclear irregularities.
Exclusive look at how security officials are prepared after months of planning.
So, crane to your left.
Got it.
From only 150 feet in the air, pilots dodge buildings.
And tower on your left side.
Got it.
Flying in a grid over the National Mall to scan for radiological or nuclear irregularities, threats like dirty bombs.
So you're trying to create a blueprint of what the radiation in Washington, D.C. looks like ahead of the inauguration. Correct.
Department of Energy scientist Jacqueline Brandon calls this low-flying helicopter one of just two of its kind, her office.
If we find a radiological irregularity, we'll investigate it even further.
Highly sensitive technology sets off alarms in the air.
That's an alarm.
That is an alarm.
So
Let's get it.
it looks like they're scared.
Let's get it.
It looks like they're worried about these security threats, and they damn well should be. Trump has 4 known assassination attempts against him up until the ones last week, where guys were trying to blow up their cars. Thank God they didn't get to blow up their vehicles, carrying in knives in the same building that Donald Trump was in. Ladies and gentlemen, thousands of people traveling to Washington, D.C. They'll have to watch it in Capital One Arena. Apparently Donald Trump says he's going to be there. So Trump is, just like Ronald Reagan, he had the biggest inauguration ever for the first time, and now we'll have the smallest one by being indoors. He also had assassination attempts against him. Ronald Reagan, of course, was shot. Trump's inauguration Monday is expected to now be moved indoors due to dangerously low temperatures. Expect Democrats to use this as a reason to promote the climate change hoax. Trump's inauguration is being moved indoors due to cold weather. At this point, just move it to Mar-a-Lago. I'd be down for that. 100% down. Trump's inauguration moved indoors. Trump to be sworn in inside of the Capitol Rotunda. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump will be using the Lincoln Bible, and a Bible that his mother gave him 5 decades ago.
Wow, that's what's up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's what's up.
Live look at Trump's bigger and better inauguration, from a garbage truck parade to the YMCA. So I guess the garbage truck parade and all that will now be indoors. Okay. I mean, it's going to be very interesting. Village people are set to perform. Conor McGregor will be there. Oh, man. Waka Flocka, maybe. Some rappers.
Okay.
Antonio Brown. And the dump truck. So we'll see. We'll let Kayleigh McEnany take us away with the differences or similarities between Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan in this moment.
Let's go.
Yes, they were both shot, right? Live on TV. Here we go.
And as we look at this, this has happened twice from what I've researched, 1909 with Howard Taft and then 1985 with Ronald Reagan. And what's interesting to me is the Ronald Reagan comparison, because not only is the inauguration indoors, you have the hostage release, really right before Trump comes in. You had the assassination attempt, Ronald Reagan as well. Trump is kind of a Reagan-esque president in more ways than one.
And I think that what this represents, too, is that you don't have to do something just because that's how it was always done. Here's a president that, to me, hallmarks his decision-making in the same way, which is, let me assess the current situation. Here are the factors. It's not tenable to be outside, so we're going to move it inside. I mean, we see this stuff often with other large events, and I think the reality is that the storied history of this and the solemnity and the iconography that we're all going to be watching and how important and crucial this event is all of that remains the same. And now everyone's going to be a lot more comfortable. And we don't have to look at Bernie Sanders memes and on, right? The reality is we have here in New York, we're expecting temperatures colder than 2 years past, I believe, historically. So he's absolutely right to protect those Americans that are going to see this historic and wonderful event. So bravo for making a common sense decision that will, in the long run, protect a lot of Americans.
And that
Yep. Trump, yeah, we coming. Trump, yeah, we coming. Trump, yeah, we coming. Yeah, we coming. Y'all, appreciate y'all for tuning in, kicking it with your girl. I just want to tell y'all, thank y'all for the support. I love y'all. Let's chop it up in the comment section, y'all. Again, we're definitely going to make sure we are aware of our surroundings, want to make sure we're all protected. I've been praying, you know what I'm saying, just to keep everybody covered, that this is just peacefully. We just all have a great time. Again, y'all, I will be dropping in our community tab on my channel, videos, little pictures and everything like that. Make sure I can knock out a few videos too while I'm there in DC for the first time, y'all. I am so excited. Like, I can really just jump up and down and kind of like flip everything over, but I'm going to keep it casual and, keep it cool on here. But y'all, deep down inside, like, I am so overly excited. This will be my first inauguration ever in my life. First time ever voting for Trump. First time ever at one of his rallies in Macon, Georgia. Now second time. It's just a great time to be alive. You know what I'm saying? It is a great time to be alive, y'all. Thank y'all for all y'all well wishes. Thank y'all for your prayers. Just keep us protected, y'all. Let's continue to keep praying for our president, that everything goes well. And we're going to put it in.